Right, I'm playing some mono blue Delva memes. My first time playing Legacy in a little while, and people are insistent I have to try out Curious Obsession in it. I expect this deck to not be great, but I also expect it to be delightful. Very much look forward to making my true names very curious, indeed. As Brainstorm deck is fine. Here's hoping. Alright, perfect hand. Clearly unbeatable hand of magic cards. Also actually reasonable hand of magic cards. I do a lot of listening to streams whilst I go to sleep. I used to do a lot more of it. I don't take my laptop to bed with me as often now, but I used to do a ton of it. True-Name Obsession. I just want this Nemesis to be so obsessive. If your Nemesis is obsessive, then they are like truly your Nemesis, right? I would like to daze your like, I don't even have removal is the thing. So I guess this is fine. It's not like my deck plays removal spells. Hey Vipka, good to see you. I really want to be able to play True Name next turn. I guess I'm probably going to end up dazing though. Yeah, just jam Vapor Snag, play Pteramander, I guess. Since I'm probably dazing anyway, so like, yeah. Banking on playing True Name seems optimistic. Snag now, or forever hold your snag. Go, my mighty 1/1. Aw, that's really cool, Vipka. I'm glad he can join in. Okay, this is a bit obnoxious. Oh, don't F6, don't F6, don't F6. Sure. Thing is, I really want to counter a Flicker Wisp. Which they can't make uncounterable with Cavern. So I guess I just let the Pteramander go. Hey Pandora's Mux, good to see you. Oh, so lucky. So incredibly lucky. My merfolk has found her nemesis. Hey, Lily DT does in fact strike. To be fair, that was a fairly easy one to hit with the Demonic Tutor. That's a good card. Got lots of mana though, so all the islands are the same art. Sorry, Bobbin. I guess if we don't 5-0, we know why then. We're doing it, chat. You love to see it, honestly. You love to see it. Hey friend, how are you doing? The problem with Magic is it's just way too easy. Resolves. Acceptable. If they don't draw True Name, Jite rather, if they don't draw Jite, they're in a lot of trouble. Even if they do, they're probably in a lot of trouble. I'm not sure Jitei actually has enough text at the moment. I could counter this just to get a spell in the bin for my Pteramander. I think it's fine though. Atomics are rude. I say as I attack my opponent with a 4-2 uninteractable Howling Mine. Also, this gives me lethal next turn, which is really nice. We have found the lethal gut shot. This is great. Obsessed with murder. Alright, well then. I assume Pithing Needle was great. Submerge does not seem particularly good. Hey, Shovel Mage. We don't already have sideboard cards for this matchup, huh? Hey, Abby. Good to see you. I don't know shops. They got us like the True-Name earlier, right? Which is kind of relevant. So what's bad? There are a lot of cards that fall under that designation. I say pulling everything that interacts with non-creatures to one side. So I just cut to... Oh yeah, Wasteland's also not great. I guess Force hits like Equipment's and Vial and Council's Judgment. So maybe it's fine. Could just do like this. And like keep in the Force of Negation. I could also just see a ward on the draw where a second Force of Negation is better than more Spell Pierces. Oh yeah, Wasteland stops me being ported out, that's true. That's true. I'm just gonna cut some Spell Pierces, I think these suck. Maybe something like this. Also, like, forcing Vial when we're on the draw is fine. I think if we had more of a sideboard for this matchup, we wouldn't have the Forces in our deck at all, but not really in that sort of position, so this hand is actually pretty nice. Lots of interaction with the Dismember and the Force. Hopefully these can dig us to lands. What are we pitching? It's probably meant to be the Curious Obsession. That makes me really sad though. True-Name. True-Name is awesome against the Death and Taxes deck. Pitch Brainstorm. Yeah. I think it's like Brainstorm or Obsession. I think we get rid of the Obsession. Because we're just like so far away from getting it on the board. Just need land drops. It's not like a terribly good land drop. I'm like tempted to keep it anyway because it means we can kill a Thalia at least, but I guess we probably have to shuffle. Yeah. Alright, we found it anyway, thank God. So I have to do this now because of Caracas, right? I guess. I wish this was a forcible in my hand, then I could counter the Stoneforge. As it is, this is going to be really problematic. I guess the True-Name blocks whatever they get, at least. Yeah, rude. Huh. I tried the Canadian Highlander format. I have not. Outside of like Cube, I mostly just play formats that I can play competitively. What do I do here? It's like I can get down the True-Name, then the sword comes in, and it's pretty problematic. So I don't have any way to remove it. I think I'm probably still just meant to play the True-Name anyway. Yeah, it's kind of hard to race this. That's the problem. Like, I probably still just have to play this because I have so few answers to Stoneforge in my deck, but pretty scary situation to be in. Cube is like draft, except you get to be really creative, which is why I enjoy it so much. Both in like designing a cube is this really great like creative project, and then like when you're drafting, it feels like you get to express creativity a lot more than you do in like a normal draft environment. It is pretty great, Nathan. You are correct. So if we find some Curious Obsessions, we can maybe outpace the sword. Otherwise it's going to be a bit challenging though. I am going to Brainstorm. It looks kind of bad because we're going to be drawing one of the cards that we put on top of it, but I kind of just need to use my mana at the moment since I'm underneath so much pressure. Counterspell seems kind of awkward, and then we're going to redraw whatever else we put on top anyway. Curious Obsession is like kind of what we need. The other cards are not great though. I wish if this was an island, we could Vapor Snag in response to the equip, and that would be really strong. So this is going to come in, it's going to equip onto Stoneforge. Stoneforge is going to hit us for 2, 3, 4, 5 and put us to 10. It's kind of awkward because it feels like the Curious Obsession is part of what we need here, but everything else just like I almost just want to find a land more than anything, so I can cast the Ever Ponder and like develop my mana. I'm doing pretty well, Nathan. Been struggling with some personal stuff the last few days, but I should be good. Getting on top of everything. I think I just want to hold open the Wasteland rather than killing a land here. Because then depending on what lands they leave open... Oh my god. Alright, we can't win anymore. They put the sword on the germ. And then we're not going to be able to beat that lifelink, and we can't ever block this either. God, imagine if we could have cast that Vapor Snag if this Wasteland were an island. We'd have been in actually like maybe an okay position. Like on the play, Pierce is better against than it was on the draw, but I think it's still like not great. So I'm just gonna try running this back. Stoneforge card is bursted. Yeah. Imagine if that card was legal in any formats other than Legacy. It would see so much play, be so powerful. This is kind of a nice hand. I'm into it. I'm actually gonna lead on. What do I lead on, chat? If this doesn't, like, obviously I'd prefer to flip this and protect it than protect Pteramander. This applies more pressure if it does flip, and it's really likely to flip in this deck. I'm probably just still gonna play this. We're not even like guaranteed playing this next turn anyway, right? If we end up dazing. I think this is like kind of fine. I might just daze it anyway. I'm like a bit worried about Stoneforge is the thing. I have a Pteramander anyway, whatever. Oof. It's really bad if I don't counter this and they ever draw a Cavern of Souls. So I think I'm gonna do this just so I can ever beat a Cavern of Souls and I can let like low impact creatures resolve. It begins. It begins, chat. I think I'm gonna counter this one. It's like very slow, but them getting a Sword of Fire and Ice is pretty scary. I guess it makes me really scared of Flicker Wisp is the problem, but I'll dive down to protect against Council's Judgment. That's an interesting point. Another Pteramander, so I guess I just Brainstorm here. They have missed a land drop. I repeat, they have missed a land drop. Get him. Resolves. That's an acceptable spell. So we know we don't want the top card, so probably just play this Ponder to shuffle it away before drawing a card with this. Currently at 4 in yard. Should get there pretty soon. So once this untaps, this has no text. But also I really don't care about this card. Yes, I still use this. Oh no, second land drop. So powerful. I'm so happy, chat. This gives me life. This gives me so much life. That resolves, friend. Well, that deck in Legacy can compete with this. It's kind of delightful, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, friend. Okay. I guess I just play my flying then. I could Brainstorm too to leave something on top. For the Delverino. Alright, put back. Curious Obsession, then Thunder. Play this. Play my Pteramander. Play my Delverino. Just a few lethal threats. Alright, that's a good start to the league. It's a good start to the league. Beating a mono-white stratagem with our mono-blue. Oh my gosh. Game. In the words of a recently rebranded podcast, that's game. All the Terrys. We're missing one. We're missing one Terry. It's kind of heartbreaking. She's just like lost on her own in the deck somewhere, waiting to be found. Alright. This seems like a mulligan. Sneaking suspicion. Alright, put back this Landerino. Huh, what's up with all these mono white decks? Wild times in the legacy queues. That's pretty scary. Everyone wants to lose to Ren and Six. Oh. You almost just want to Wasteland them. Could also just fire off a hold up spell pierce, fire off a brainstorm. Just to cycle through this. Kinda need my land drops against Valia anyway. Brainstorm firing off Wasteland looks really bad if they have lots of other land drops, so this seems fine. I must admit, this slight downside to not having removal spells in your portion of the color pie is being unable to remove Thalias from the board. I was in the Pearl division. I played my first division. I was part of the first division. I came second place. RIP. Almost got there. Wow, they actually just didn't have a second land. Alright. Yes, I should have Wastelanded them. Results orientated and all that. Like, playing out Wasteland as your second land could indicate that you don't have many lands, but it's definitely not for certain. So I guess I do need to Wasteland my opponent. And then I need to hope they just, like, don't draw lands for the foreseeable. The plan is Wasteland, play Pteramander, probably put the island, and then this, and then redraw the Spell Pierce, since we literally can't play the island next turn anyway with this plan, so having it on top doesn't matter. It is rude of Thalia to do that, I agree. Alright. If my opponent ever draws a second land, we lose the game, so that's nice. Good to know. Rude. I know, right? Who plays Pteramander, Daniel? I'm fairly sure Pteramander has seen no competitive success in any Magic format. Also, I think we have, like, maybe died. I guess our out is that we draw a Vapor Snag, and they give Pro Blue to attack past the True-Name with the Germ. And then we get to Vapor Snag the Germ. Seems improbable. I guess it's, like, in the realm of possibilities. Yeah, she's supposed to transform it or nibble on them until they kill it. I'm not 100% sure what you mean. Okay, this is fine. It's not terribly high impact. Oh, adapt Terry. I mean, I would like to adapt Terry. It's going to be pretty hard to, unfortunately. Aw, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate you. Nothing to apologize for. So I guess I do this. Try and find a Vapor Snag. Or these powerful magic cards. Right. Gosh, this game is going to be very hard to win. I guess I can make one of these a 5/5, potentially. Kind of need to hold this back just so they can't attack me with these. It also makes Vapor Snag a live draw that way by forcing them to tap the giver. Hey Nate, good to see you. Alright. So do you think this is like still in the realm of winnability? It is getting increasingly more challenging. I think if we wastelanded on turn 2, we might have been in a decent position. They'd be like 2 turns further away from where they're currently at. That one I need to counter. That one is not beatable. Also gets a spell in my yard, so if I do draw a land, at least I can adapt to Terry. Terry doesn't actually get to block this because of the Giver, but like hits for a lot. Yes. Okay. What are we doing? What are we dismembering? I did see the new Eldraine Planeswalker. It looks quite delightful. Has to be Giver, or we. Oh, yeah, because we go to 1. Good point, Bona. That makes this game exciting. Alright. Well. So, True-Name gets to block a thing. Pteramander gets to chump a thing. Delva gets to block a thing. We can't beat spells anyway, so I'm going to attack for Pteramander. I just think we like lose if they Swords to Plowshares us regardless. I'm not really sure what the spells are that we can actually beat is the problem. 1 damage is so unlikely to matter. Strong. Okay. Delta hasn't seen player Modern in years. Yeah, we're pretty weak against spells. It is true. Alright, same sideboarding as last time. Clearly we need to draw more Curious Obsessions. We've won the games where we've drawn Curious Obsession. And not exiled it to Force of Will. Hey, Chocolate Girl. Creatures need to be more obsessive. Is Curiosity playable in this deck? I don't really care. I'm playing it because it's fun. If I'm being completely honest. Alright. This is a collection of magic cards. Opponent has mulled to 6. Good start for us. Cannot beat a Cavern of Souls. I know, right, Ang? Why would we play to have fun? Jeez. What a strange concept. Alright. Ether Vial is probably a card we need to counter. It's not bad. Hold open Counterspell. Then next turn we can Brainstorm. Alright, this one's like probably annoying enough to keep off the board. Nice. Sometimes you just have it all. Fun is a resource that you have to spend to win. Oh my word. I don't think... I don't really want to spend 2 whole cards countering this, is the thing. Force it into our Obsession, the dream. I don't know. This is tough. I'm just like not convinced the True-Name's gonna get there on its own. But I do recognize that this card is like amazing against them, and we draw a Ponder because we are very skilled. I don't think I can keep these. I think I have to shuffle. I think all of these are just like too low impact on their own. Really want to find like an Obsession or a Counterspell. Another threat. Stinky Ponder. It wasn't the best Ponder I've ever seen. No Stoneforge. That is fine. They get to start porting me, I guess, if they want. The problem is, if I don't use this now, I'm probably never going to have an opportunity to use it. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and do this. I can even like return a land to my hand in case I draw Brainstorm. Yeah, sure. If I draw Brainstorm, like having a land in my hand could be relevant. I can't see any world in which, like, you know, I need 4 mana next turn somehow. At least not unless I draw Curious Obsession, in which case I'm really happy regardless, because I've drawn the best possible card in my deck. This is great. This is just great. No answer. That's fair, Pandora's. We do have a bunch of forces in our deck we could draw. It's like actually a reasonable point. We're already through 2 Force of Wills, but... Our opponent has nothing at the moment. Just need to hope this True-Name can get there before they draw something. Is Curious Obsession the best card in Legacy? Obviously. So if I draw a card first, I get to be a card deeper before resolving Brainstorm. If I Brainstorm first, I can find an Obsession. Finding an Obsession this turn doesn't actually change the clock, though. Oh, we shuffled another Abbey. Yeah. I think I'm just going to attack first, make my Brainstorm better. I just really want to find a Force of Will this turn more than anything, so I think I just want to be a card deeper for that purpose. So I can shuffle away Daze, go like Pteramander and Needle on Jitte. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we force them to block with Tomic next turn. Oh, they have Caracas though to rebuy the Tomic. Do I want to Needle Caracas on that basis? So the other option is I leave Needle on top, and if they don't draw a relevant card, I can use the Needle to force the Tomic to jump. If they do draw a relevant card, I can shuffle the Needle, which I think I like the most. We can keep the Needle if it's going to ensure that this dies, but shuffle it away otherwise. It's not like the Daze is great, but... Daze is also like okay against Sword. We stop them connecting with the Sword this turn. Right? So I don't think it's like exactly bad a score. Alright, game 3. He's like crazy. Probably crazy. They have like a million planes. They also have ports and flagstones and stuff, and when this card is bad you can pitch it to force, but it's probably just bad. Let's just run it back. I don't think this is like the best hand in the matchup, but I'm going to keep it. We have a lot of lands, which is nice against port. A bunch of threats, so we don't care about an early swords. Daze is nice against Stoneforge. It's true. Back to Basics is known for being good, honest fun. I hate having to set myself behind on a land this early, but this card is just like one of the scariest cards for us. Wasteland. Okay. My draw is kind of weak. I don't have that much going on. So I kind of just want to Wasteland the port to set my opponent back. Hope that they have a land-light draw. Might be a bit aggressive, but... Damn it. Second Stoneforge. Alright, let's flip this Delta. Okay. Definitely just getting the second Delver down, then next turn we can dig for an answer to the jam. It's kind of nice how opposing Wastelands do nothing against our deck. Oh, they're playing around Stifle. Smart. I don't think I'm upkeep brainstorming. So I think I need to dig as deep as possible with this Brainstorm to a Dismember or Vapor Snag this turn. Also, I knew there was an instant on top anyway, because I'm Psychic. So we put them to 10, they put us to... there are times when Upkeep Brainstorm is correct, it's just very, very rare. So are we winning this race at the moment, I guess is the question. I put them to 10, they put me to 16 and go to 14. I put them to 8, they put me to 12 and go to like 12. I put them to 6. Yeah, we don't even win this race at the moment, so I don't think we can just try and counter everything. I think I just need to find an answer to this, as unlikely as we are to find one. Okay. Yeah, it's like land, either force or counterspell. I'm not really sure which is worse. I don't know when we're ever going to have the opportunity to hold open counterspell as the thing. Considering we kind of need to be doing stuff at the moment. Right, another threat is actually good, I believe. I think the Dismember is not good because of the Giver. So I go Dismember. Yeah, I do this. Maybe that Pteramander means we can win this race. I'm actually really wishing I kept Counterspell over Force now. So we could go Pteramander, hold open, Counterspell then, which would be a really good turn. Getting kind of punished. It's fine. I believe we're in this game. It's like gonna be tough, but... Oh, unless they have Jitty, in which case we're dead. Or Sword. Alright, we have successfully lost this game. We were dead to like Ivor equipment, basically. Stoneforge Mystic is a powerful card. It's a good thing that thing doesn't exist in any formats other than Legacy, huh? It's true. Mizawa's Jitty was the powerful card there. Like, I guess Sword of Fire and Ice would have got us just as bad. That's partly due to the deck I'm playing. We are quite weak to protection from blue. For reasons that I couldn't possibly figure out. No idea why we'd be weak to protection from blue. Alright, 1-1. You know, that's better than what I was expecting. I think we've won every game where we resolved a Curious Obsession and lost every game where we haven't. Gosh. Alex Cook. Jetpack Blues actually plays Shifting Ceratops and Legacy in Maverick. Is a scary Magic card for us. It's not particularly beatable. Yes, we have true names, but you're leaning very hard on the true names then. I wonder if we just need more Pithing Needles on the board. Pithing Needle's like pretty good against Stoneforge. Pretty good against like the Dark Depths decks too. Shifting Ceratops has a lot of words. This is a very, very text-full card. It's so sad that we didn't get to cast this Dive Down in the game where we had 2 obsessions going. Just let me cast Dive Down, opponents. Why can't I Dive Down in Legacy? What do you have against those dreams? Also, I wonder why my Streamlabs is bugging. Interesting. Word count does in fact only matter in unsets, this is true. It's the real Fawnling. It's a fawn in my side, at least. I'll give it that much. Alright. So we don't have a threat. So I'm probably not meant to keep this. But I'm also on the play with like infinite counterspells against a Molt 5, so, you know. Sega. Mm-hmm. Tough life, I know, right? Such challenging times. Whatever, go away. One might say that was a good draw. If one were prone to saying true statements. Make fit. No, it could be like Storm or something, right? I guess that would be pretty weird. Pretty weird by you. Just like not that impossible. See ya, DC. Thanks for hanging around. Been good having you here. Reanimator or Storm? I guess it could be Reanimator. I don't see why they would have got the Bayou. They don't typically have green cards game 1, do they? Oh my gosh, Fona. You're ridiculous. Also great. Maverick with Cabal Therapy would be weird. Like, it's not impossible, but... That's an amazing draw. I'm very happy about that draw. Get some more pressure on behind our shield of counterspells. Yeah, it's probably just Nick Fit, realistically. There were so many lands in their hand, maybe they would have got a swamp if they were Nick Fit to play around Wasteland. Whatever. I guess I'll counter your Eternal Witness. Like, cast Cabal Therapy. Should probably counter it. Ooh. My favorite magic card. Time to fast spot. Time to Wasteland them again. Alright. I'm assuming I'm just meant to take them off white mana. I don't really know what my opponent's doing, but... Once I cast this, I can no longer force, but also I'm like 100% meant to counter this because it gets a Veteran Explorer, so... Like, if I draw another blue card, then I can force. Alright, chat. We've discovered a problem. Problem is, I really want to cast this Curious Possession. If I don't draw a blue card, it's a tiny bit awkward. I'm fairly sure the correct play is just to hold this Obsession. However... Also, hey Aaron, good to see you. Come on, blue card. Don't punish me, deck. Come on, blue card. Come on, blue card. Come on. Let there be zero justice. You know what? Yes, that's acceptable too. It's true. As my teammate, you are encouraged to make me make bad decisions, thereby ensuring your team's success. Wait. Nick Fit. Actually very bad at remembering what's ever in Nick Fit. Back to basics isn't good against Nick Fit, I'll say that much. Assume these submerges are dope. I guess so. Pithing Needle hits the Pernicious Deed, but it doesn't really hit much else. So it doesn't seem exciting. Force of Negation is like fine. It's true, Aaron. It's true. I promise you I will not register mono blue for the team event. I'm just getting it out of my system. I am just getting it out of my system. Vapor Snag seems kind of bad. Dismember's also like not great, I'm assuming. Probably worse than Submerge, but Yeah, they have Deed and Planeswalkers. I worry that most of the Planeswalkers, once they've come down, have, like, done their job, but I assume Spell Snare's gotta be, like, reasonably awkward against their deck. I actually don't hate Spell Pierce, weirdly. Is there anything else I really want to cut? Because there are, like, a lot of cards I'm kind of interested in, but I definitely don't need all of them. Maybe Spell Pierce is, like, a bit more awkward on the draw since it can't hit Therapy as easily. And do something like this. All this focus on fun and enjoyment. I specifically fired up the stream to have fun, relax for a bit. Serious testing is for another day. This hand isn't bad. Opponent has mulled to 6. That powerful Nick Fit stratagem. Cut dive down. Yeah, I assume they have like a fair amount of removal post board. And they probably have like Abrupt Decay, right? Abrupt Decay is... Dive down's pretty good against Abrupt Decay. I could just force this. I kinda want to shut off Veteran Explorer. Yeah, I think I meant to force this just because of flashing it back with Veteran Explorer. Oh no, it's coming across Fire Nine. What am I getting rid of? I like Counterspell a lot. I like Brainstorm a lot, so it's one of these. Bouncing a land is kind of brutal with Counterspell in my hand. Makes me kind of want to go to Daze. Hopefully Pierce can pick off a Green Suns. Go away. Also, this is really scary. Could I just Brainstorm? Hope they brick somehow. I'm worried they're just gonna play a Veteran Explorer. I guess at least we have lots of basic lands in our deck, so it's not the end of the world. I really need to have Counterspell up, I think, rather than Wastelanding them. Like, Wasteland here is nice, but... I suspect Wasteland will be just as nice next turn, too. Wow, massive punish, they just don't play a land. I guess that means Wasteland's gonna be absurd next turn, so I don't really care. Like, I still stop this turn, and like, I'm prepared to destroy them next turn, so it's fine. Delverino is a good one. The lands are quite bad. I actually kind of want to shuffle this. I know I need to find a threat. So if I keep this, I draw Delverino, I play the Delver, I Wasteland them. Next turn I can Brainstorm, put back Island +1, then crack the... I don't get to flip the Delver next turn is the problem, and I'm like not really using the... Yeah, I'm gonna shuffle. I think this is like almost good enough, but not quite. Alright. This is fine. It is Vivka. I agree. Ooh. You don't say. Oh wow. What am I doing? I think it's this. Oh no, that was really bad. Well, I'll just hope my Pteramander doesn't die. Having the Brainstorm at the very bottom is really awkward, because then I can't Brainstorm next turn if they decay my Pteramander. Oh my god. Don't do it, opponent. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. Definitely countering that one when they're stuck on mana. One, two, three, four, five, six. Not quite. Pretty soon. I'm just gonna aggressively fire this off, right? Because now I get to play... I don't get to play Island Dive Down though, because then I don't have Daze up. That sucks. I will play out my land though, which is pretty great. This is bad if they draw specifically Decay, but they didn't have it 2 turns ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. I think this Pteramander should be good enough. Kinda sucks that we know both the cards we're drawing this turn are quite unexciting. But not too concerned. 2 and 1. Is Aaron still here? Aaron, if I go 4 and 1, can I register this for Legacy? You're gonna be the one losing, I've got to win. But I guess it'll be new standard by then. Experimental Frenzy will still be legal though. Experimental Frenzy is some powerful magic. What event is that for? I am not playing this in an actual event. I'm probably playing like Rogue Delver or something. But it's for... I'm teaming with Aaron Barrich and Dom Harvey for SCG Philly, which will be delightful. Vona can't tell me. I think you'll find Vona can't tell me what to do, Aaron. You clearly don't understand how this works. Right. Oof. Wild times. The goose. Once more. Oh my god. It's really hard not to just to do this, chat. Whatever. I know what I'm about. Go. I am about wasting lands, in fact. Infinite lowercases can't be the capital. Wow. It's very true. Vona follows her own rules. Alright, so I guess I kind of want to crack this before it can get stifled. Also a little bit terrified of Ren and Six. Which, like, half makes me want to not play out this Pteramander, but I should probably play it out, I guess. You know what, I'm gonna want the second land in play, making sure I'm just never weak to stifle. It's pretty appealing. I just don't see the upside on casting this. I guess I get to trade it with the Mongoose. Otherwise it like gets Ren and Six and I get destroyed, or it gets bolted and that fuels the Mongoose. I'm just gonna ponder. Interesting. Alright, kinda got a game plan. Definitely some sequences I'm weak to have, but you let Twitter tell you what to do. You gotta get that clout. Please no Ren and Six plus Force. Or Daze. Oh my god. I'm worried I'm about to be very sad. Maybe I meant to pitch a Pteramander, because if they fight back over this, the only way I win is by like brainstorming into a true name. Yeah, this game feels over. Don't really know how I ever win this. This is a powerful magic card. Hmm.
7 months. MT Glatality Hype.
Oh, TSS. Thank you so much for the 7 months of support. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. It's been great having you here. Alright, so the aim is they don't have a bolt in hand. Whatever. I tried my best, okay? Oh. Ren and Six. Heck of a card. Heck of a card. It's like, these are the cards. Oh wait, back to basics is absurd against them. If you can resolve it, I guess, but... Curious Obsession does not seem very good. It seems really hard to protect a creature and get this going. Vapor Snag is bad. Dive Down is like fine. It's kind of like a worse Spell Pierce. Yeah, I definitely want to cut some number of Curious Obsession. I don't know if I cut them all. I feel like cutting them all would go against the spirit of the stream, but also... Fluster over Dive Down. Good point. Good point. Very least, this is better than that. I think I'm just gonna cut this Dismember. It's like only really good against Goyf. I think I'd rather Submerge Delta. Anyways. Counterspell seems like the worst garbage. Something like this. I don't know if I want Pithing Needle just because Ren and Six is freaking unbeatable. It's like not a remotely beatable magic card. Alright. I like this setup. Interesting. I'm gonna keep this. It's not incredible. It's like fine. Probably just fire off this Ponder turn 1. This seems really bad. Alright. Since we can't even cast the True-Name for a while anyways, with that setup. I think I'm just gonna play this Pithing Needle, name Ren and Six if they let me. Pass the turn of Spell Pierce up. Interesting. I'm just gonna let this resolve, I think. So I could Spell Pierce this. Be like really aggressive. I just don't think that's correct. It's kind of awkward they get to shuffle away any Ren and Sixes in their hand this way. So they don't play specifically Ren and Six. Yeah, I'm gonna Spell Pierce this. I think this is fine. It's like a really aggressive Spell Pierce, but it's plausible they're using this up just because they have a really land-light, cantrip-heavy hand. In which case, the slowing their ability to filter that is actually worth a fair bit. If I cancel this one, Wasteland the stupid trot. This is so aggressive if I do this. Yeah, we also just don't have a threat. It's not even like that exciting to do it from that perspective. Whatever. If they have like a fetch in hand already, we'd look kind of silly countering this because they still just hit their land drop and develop anyways. Or if they have a Daze, we look really silly too. Alright, so they're going to be able to flip that next turn. Like, I guess it resolves. It's not great for us. So I think I would rather ponder here. It is a legacy stream. White faces, rare occurrence. Like, I need to hit my land drop, and Ponder digs me the deepest towards my land drop, and I think that's the most important thing. Alright, True-Name is arguably a good one. It's like a bit awkward. There's some incentive just to crack the Tarn against their deck because of Stifle. We're definitely keeping this because I want the Tarn this turn. Just don't know about the rest. I do want a threat. This one's pretty hard to resolve though against their deck because of Daze. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Tarn and crack it, I think. Make sure it can't get stifled. We've seen Nimble Mongoose. My assumption was people either play Nimble Mongoose and Stifle, or neither of them. So I'm running on the assumption they have Stifle. Do I Brainstorm now? Probably not. Just here to lurk and be cute. You're certainly very good at the latter of those things. It's good to see you, Vladdy. Hope you have a good sleep. Or had a good nap. I'm just gonna fire off this Wasteland, take down this green source, I believe. No, I need the green source in place of Submerge. I need to take down the red source. That makes sense. Okay. Because if we draw a Submerge, we really need that drop in play. Ponder, sure. Hit me for free. Not gonna lie, when I registered the mono blue deck, I was kind of hoping to play against combo and not all these like creature mirrors where we've really missed Lightning Bolt. I guess we could go like one-on-one against Appentaxes though. Okay. This is an awkward collection of magic cards. There are threats in our deck somewhere. I guess I'm just brainstorming again next turn and passing the turn this turn. So might as well keep, like, Daze in hand here. Yeah. Make sure I have, like, every combination of counter magic up. Alright, go to 12. So many counters, so few threats. It's a bit awkward. The littlest bit. And, yeah. Also, the counter spells I have are line up pretty awkward against cheap cantrips. Just coming back to bite me. I'm kind of worried that if we ever do find something to do, they're gonna have a lot of counter magic to fight over it at this point. Does this mean we just die? We take 6 before we see a fresh card, is the problem. I assume this means I'm dead. Just could not find a threat this game after I shuffled away the True-Name. I actually take 9. You're correct. That's even more awkward. Yeah. You're correct, chocolate girl. I take 9 of these attacks. Puts me in, like, range of a single bolt killing me. So I think that leaves us at 2 and 2. Good news, they can't resolve another spell. I'm not sure they need to. Is the slightly bad news. Alright, I take it. Come at me, Delta. Strong. Maybe they have 6 Rens, maybe. That was a slightly embarrassing game. Alright, 2 and 2. I just want to get the free 2. I want to take this pile to a free 2. Much like an insectile aberration in nature. The 4-1 dream of Athley is dead. 1 Aaron Barrett will be relieved to hear I will not be playing this deck infinitely, because I did not 4-1 this league. Will I be again? I will not be. Next big tournament isn't until October. I have like a small local one before then, but... Alright, let's get this free 2. Sure. Thank heavens, you've been saved. Do I still do things like FNM? Not super often, mainly because the closest place for FNM is like over an hour away, so it's actually a bit of a pain to get to. I actually really enjoy FNMs, but don't tend to do them super often nowadays. If I move back to Bristol, I might start attending FNM occasionally again. It's true, Vona. Then there are two results with averaged out to 4-1. I've definitely had that happen, yeah. Very sure up on FNM and people are somewhat off put. Do I just want to hold open Spell Pierce? Rather than Ponder here? Whatever. I guess that is what I will do. Look at my humble island in a world of underground seas. Twisting Aether, a whole year of resubs. Thank you so much for that continued support. It means so much to me, Twisting Aether. Ooh, Brainstorm is great. And we get shuffle away the other garbage. Also, that means Twisting Aether now has a sword. Nick Fit and you cast Vonas off your scrublands. Wow. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst card people have ever put in Nick Fit, right? I remember this game. I guess I should play around Spell Pierce. I probably lose if this Brainstorm gets countered after all. Alright. Oh hum. Is there such a thing as a worst card ever put in Nick Fit? It's a high bar to clear. I'm not sure what the worst one I've ever seen is. I just honestly haven't seen many Nick Fit lists. If I'm being completely honest. This is really rude. Guess we now die. That's typically what happens here, right? In my experience playing against preordained 4C strategies. No, don't fetch. Don't fetch, opponent. Just pass the turn. Pass the turn. Come on, opponent. Thank you. Right, it is a threat. That's an accurate description. So I am keeping this, I'm just thinking about what on earth my plan is. I think tapping out for True-Name this turn is somewhat aggressive. So the plan is probably Wasteland them, pass with Pierce and Snare up. Play Nemesis next turn with Force back up, so I leave Brainstorm on the bottom. Hey, Mimi. Draw Force this turn. I'm not sure I want it in my hand. Yeah, I guess then they force use my Nemesis anyway, and I'm in huge trouble, that's fair. I'll just put it in my hand for that reason. Boop. Alright. Scary times. Gonna have to tap out next turn. We'll have a Force open though, at least. Alright. That's good for me. What order do I use counters between Snare and Pierce? I'd probably use Snare pretty aggressively. Just because it won't have many threats in my opponent's targets in my opponent's deck. Whereas Snare is actually like live in the late game thanks to Wasteland. Or like maybe opponents trying to use multiple spells on the same turn. Oh, awesome. Glad you managed to get that high, Mimi. Should make the end of the season much less stressful. So if I believe they're a combo deck, they're taking the Force anyways. Except if they have no way to kill me, in which case they might actually take the Obsession. I kind of want to pitch Snare. Chocolate Girl. I think Pierce is better. They like missed land drop. Yeah, Forces Resolving would deal 2 to them. Which is like not irrelevant, right? Snare stops tutor. Pierce like often stops tutor. Except they have a bunch of rituals, I guess, that spare. So if it resolves and they take the Force, then they're taking 2 off the Forces anyway. They know it's safe to go for it. They can go for it. They're probably likely to. I'm just gonna let this resolve, whatever. This is fine. If they take the Obsession, I'm happy. If they take the Force and kill me, they were probably gonna try and kill me anyway. So, shrug. We have a Brainstorm on top too. So it's not like we have nothing to do if this Obsession gets taken. And the 2 damage actually matters too. Potentially. Oh my gosh. You get to untap. Oh, I am intensely obsessed with the Obsession. Obsession makes me happy. Time to get to town. Find myself a Force of Will. Time to go treasure hunting, honestly. Alright, so I can just do this now. Okay, there you go. You know what this deck needs? Treasure Cruise. Treasure Cruise and Pteramander are not a combo, but also I agree. I guess then you put 4 Scours in your deck, right? Then you put 4 Scours in your deck and you're happy regardless. I will counter your duress. Yeah, I love Curious Obsession Ang. The card makes me very happy. Alright, I would like to draw another relevant magic card. Uh-huh. Alright. This is a bit scary. We do have the Snare, which helps a bit. Vintage stream of Frenzy Bond when. Problem with vintage streams is the queues just like fire so slowly. It makes them really awkward. This is my experience. Yeah, this true name is not dying. It is Prometheus. Powerful magic card to dive down. Ooh, that's not a bad draw. Alright, hit ya. Uh-huh. Spell Snare and a Daze. And some very crossed fingers. Maybe Upkeep was meant to waste the Misty, so whatever they hit on top of Ponder, they can't draw if they crack the Misty. There are no Tempest Gens, alas. That's a lot of mana. We do not have Tempest Gen, Mike. Basically everything but the Tempest Gen. Alright. I don't like where this is going. They didn't crack the Lion's Eye Diamond. Alright, maybe this is greedy, but they got another Lion's Eye Diamond. Okay. Like, would fighting over that have like affected Past in Flames maps at all? Maybe. That's exciting. Resolves. So their plan is they ramp into a spell that kills them? That doesn't seem very strong, chat. I'm not convinced by that. You know? I am not convinced by that. Easy clap. So easy. So we definitely want these. We might want the surgical, but it's like iffy. Infernal on top. Oh, we still had Snare in hand, right? Against Infernal on top. So Spell Snare's great. Sorry, I meant to click Vapor Snag. Dismember. Dive down. Although they do bring in like fatal pushes. Wasteland's actually like not great against Storm. They fetch up basics against you pretty aggressively. I actually do like Nightcore. Enjoy Nightcore quite a bit. I've not listened to some in ages. I used to listen to it a lot a few years ago though. It's true. More than 4 Delvers would be delightful. I'm really unsure about this surgical. Like, whenever I board in Surgical, I just have awful experiences with it. I know some people love it, but I'm just gonna run it like this, I think. Surgical over Wasteland. Maybe. Alright, this hand's a bit awkward, but I'm gonna keep it. Wasteland in time. I also just keep open Flusterstorm. Try and stop me dying. I mean, I can counter a Cabal Therapy if they play one. Also, like, I kind of want to play out my lands with this True-Name. They chose to not shuffle. So that probably means they have more lands in hand, right? If they were, like, lacking in mana, they'd shuffle to try and dig. So I'm just going to pass the turn. I just want to get this down and get an Obsession on it as soon as possible. Hold open my Flusterstorm this turn. Alright, that's not bad. So go end of turn, Brainstorm. Next turn, True-Name, suit it up. Sure. Go ahead and shock yourself, opponent. I am perfectly okay with that. They took a Force. Did they not know the text on Curious Obsession? I like kinda don't want to Brainstorm here. I'm pretty happy with my hand. Oh wow. These means I can let a Forces resolve quite happily. Curious and Obsession on True-Name is a treat. It is how we have won the majority of games we've won this evening. I think we've literally won every game where we've put a Curious Obsession on a creature, and literally lost every game where we haven't. Which is slightly absurd to think about. This is just the cleanest magic. Oh, I guess this lets them, like, storm count in their upkeep. Maybe I should do this in my turn because of storm count. Who knows? Resolves. Santa. Oh my god. Yeah, so if I Force of Negation the Duress, I'd be in a good spot. Maybe I was meant to do that because of Xantid Swarm. Jeez. I didn't think about Xantid Swarm. I'm very out of practice. Also, I'm used to having Lightning Bolt in my deck. You know, details. Like, this card is a lot less scary when you just have 4 bolts in your deck. Alright, well, I guess I have to find Wasteland to try and trap them on mana. I actually think I'm sort of meant to go ahead and cast this to look for Wasteland. Oh, maybe I'm probably meant to crack fetch first. Whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and cast my Delver. Hope I don't die somehow. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Yeah, now let's correct Brainstorm upkeep if we survive somehow. Which is looking in question, shall we say. Stormcount 5. I don't know. I guess they get past in flames, right? And then they kill us. They go to 4 mana, 5 mana, cast some rituals, 2 to 4 tendrils. Alright. Things we have learned. Stop Sanded Swarm ever hitting the board. Because we do not have Lightning Bolts in our deck. I don't think it's worth bringing in removal spells for. It's very awkward for us though. Punished the second Curious Obsession, yeah, that's true. Reasonable fight. Yeah, we can Dismember it, which is like fine. Maybe Sanded Swarm's one of the only ways we lose these games. So we're meant to have these in just to answer it. It's like legitimately super problematic for us. And like, this Wasteland's not exciting. Could maybe trim a True-Name too, since it's so much worse than our 1-drops. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. I think Dismember's better than Submerge. Submerge is the upside that it pitches the Force. They also need to keep the Forest in play. I guess they'll like typically have... There are worlds where they cast it off Lotus Petal though. And there are also worlds where like... I'm just gonna do it this way. Not 100% certain on that though. Like them redrawing the Sanded Swarm is certainly awkward as well. Off the Submerge. Keep. We have obtained a good hand. Oh wow, that's absurd, Mimi. Alright. So I can Daze to kill the Lotus Petal. Or I can save my Daze, which is more likely. And keep my land in play. Get this card advantage online. Draw a card. Alright, just play out this island, because I might actually just aggressively brainstorm. We're going to be drawing so many cards that I don't mind not getting max value of my brainstorm necessarily. Depending on how desperate we are to dig. Like, we're going to be drawing lots of cards, and our mana's going to be fairly pressured between wanting to hold things open and, like, maybe cast cantrips, develop our board. I'd also brainstorm to protect these cards. It's a bit risky. I actually think I'm fine with them taking a counterspell here. Oh, that's an interesting line from Prometheus. I don't hate that, honestly. I think this worked out, though. I just let the Fortsies resolve. They can take whatever they want. We still have a free counterspell to protect us. And we still have a counterspell next turn, no matter what. And, like, I'm pretty happy just shuffling away one of those lands. Yeah. If we hadn't found another counterspell, I think I would leave both of these on top and just cross my fingers not to die. But now that I know we have another counterspell for next turn, no matter what they do, I think I'm pretty happy keeping it all in hand so we can shuffle away, fetch. This is a world I could have left this on top to redraw next turn, if I thought there was any chance of them taking it. It also, like, denies them info, because I'm definitely not pitching the counterspell then. That's probably correct. Anyway. In a fine position. I just want to shuffle this right. It doesn't flip Delver, and it's none of them are counterspells. Now I have to hold this in hand for the Force, which means I'm not developing pressure. I guess that's fine, because this is like a lot of pressure on its own. Pteramander should be able to kill them pretty reasonably regardless. Yeah, I should have put that on top. You're correct. I noticed it after I did it. Alright, so they probably take the Force, and then they hope that they can play around this Daze. Ooh. I can Daze this to eat into the Lotus Petal and, like, upgrade my Pteramander next turn, put them on a 2-turn clock. Actually kind of want to do that. Because all this is ever going to do is trade with a Lotus Petal anyway, right? Getting a spell in my yard is pretty appealing. Okay. Come on, Pteramander, find me something. It's really awkward now, I can't draw counterspells. But most other counter magic is live, and it puts them on a 2-turn. Yes, I also can't ponder into anything. This is fine though. I'm gonna find a force. I have like 6 in my deck at the moment. Now we hope not to die. So if I hadn't adapted, I would have drawn Spell Pierce, gone Delver. So I'd have had Spell Pierce to protect me. And can crack a fetch for the Delver flip. They'd be on 10. But best case scenario the next turn, unless we draw Curious Obsession, we're already dealing 9, so we give them 2 turns instead of 1. So I think I still just like adapting the Terry. So we still get like a lot of looks at a potential force or something. And like the difference between a 2-turn clock or a 3-turn clock feels pretty huge. Duress me, Uwu. I dare you. A tankin. It's possible we're not dead yet. There's a non-zero chance we are not dead yet. They've not thrown the kill onto the board. In great passion and fury. Hype. Oh, the 3 and 2. Glorious. So we won almost every game where we put an obsession on the creature, apart from one. That one I maybe messed up. And then we lost every game where we didn't obsession a creature. Just saying. Just saying. Oh.